Welcome, Scorpio, back to the channel. Okay, today we are going to be pulling some channeled messages for you and some tarot cards just to kind of get the tea on what's currently going on in your life right now or what you need to hear at this present moment. Okay, so these readings are for a large group of people. So take what resonates, take your story, see how it all fits together, these messages. And if nothing fits or if nothing resonates, then you can leave that behind and move on to the next message, okay? So, yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to jump into the reading. Okay, before we begin, I just want us to take a deep breath in together, okay? Let's start by going in through the nose. Hold your breath at the top and exhale through the mouth. Okay, and let's go again. Inhale through the nose. Hold and exhale through the mouth. Okay. For some of you, if you've been waiting to hear about something and you've been very eager and agitated to hear about something, I feel like it's coming through. It's gonna come through soon. Okay. Yeah, that's just a message for somebody. Okay, but so I was getting. Okay, so let's jump into your channeled messages. I was getting healing trauma and healing family wounds. Okay, there's huge energy that you're about to step into regarding family and family wounds that you can expect to heal. So if you've been waiting to hear from a specific family member, or if there's just a conversation that needs to be had, or if you've got just really weird vibes with family, just expect that to start healing. Okay, even if this is family you haven't seen or spoken to in a very long time, I'm seeing that kind of just coming together quite nicely for you. I'm seeing a lot of like playful energy and a lot of childlike energy and a lot of kids. Okay, I channeled kids. So you could either obviously be pregnant, someone around you could be pregnant, there could be a lot of children around you, or in the coming next few weeks, you're just going to be seeing a lot of kids, whether that's on social media, whether you're watching a video of a kid like preaching about something or dropping like spiritual wisdoms. You're just going to be like surrounded by a lot of kids on the same wavelength as kids. And there's something about this that's going to make you happy, and this could be connected with family, healing your family issues, whatever that is. But I wrote down seeing children making you happy. Okay, I was getting something about a ladder. I see you climbing up a ladder. This could be a corporate ladder, or this could also be an educational ladder. You could finally be getting that degree or certificates or moving up in education. Okay, you could be learning a new skill. And I'm also hearing that all of this healing and all of this learning and seeing kids, there's just a lot of all of this energy kind of like meshed together is making you learn more about yourself. Like it's helping you learn more about who you are. Okay, so then I got like a lot of channeled messages or vibes around acceptance, just like subtly, silently accepting what is. Okay, it's almost like this bittersweet, this like oxymoron where you feel like it could also hurt a bit, it could be painful, but it's just like kind of seeing the light, like the veil dropping and you just understanding what you didn't understand before, or why you were struggling so much, or why you were resisting against something so much. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have this beautiful conversation with yourself at some point. It's gonna be not one that you plan or it just kind of like happens. Yeah, a lot of wisdom from kids. There's just something around kids. It's like they've been given spiritual messages, or they're like coming through to give you these spiritual messages. Okay, they're being sent as like guides for you. Yeah, and it's going to be super unexpected. Like you're not going to obviously see that coming. Um, okay, and then I got a channeled message of planting the seed for a future car purchase. So there's something about cars this month or in the coming next few weeks that's kind of gonna plant the seed for purchasing that car or a similar car later on. Okay, for some of you that could be a significant message. Okay. But yeah, let's see. I'm getting this feeling for you, Scorpio, that it's like you've been trying, and then there's going to just be this really beautiful, like, moment of acceptance where you can't help it. You just, like, it is what it is. Okay, because, like, I feel very tight around my chest area, my heart chakra area. It's like you kind of just give in. You surrender. That subtle acceptance that comes in is just this beautiful surrendering, where it's like you sacrifice so much time, worry, concern towards something, where now it just ends in this like subtle acceptance. Even if you don't have that kind of conversation you need to have with somebody, even if it doesn't happen the way you think it should happen, even if it's just you hear something from a kid and you're just like, oh my god, like it all makes sense, like I get it now, and you kind of just like let go. Okay, there's this need to just like let go if you want to continue breathing. Obviously not physically, but yeah. Okay, that was for somebody. If that doesn't resonate, then that's so child. Okay, we want these cards. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune. 100%. 100%. This King of Cups in reverse is giving me pride. It's giving me ego. It's giving me like, I'm too good for this. I shouldn't be here. I should be doing something else. I don't have the time for this. And it's all just, you know, it's where this acceptance is needed. You know, you're needed to just kind of be sensitive. Be fully sensitive with your feelings and who you are, and kind of just balanced with them. So not in a point where they take over, but not to a point where you don't feel them at all. Okay, so for some of you, you don't feel them at all, and for others of you, they're just taking over. It's too much. So it's like becoming very uncontrollable. And I'm hearing that this is also unavoidable. It's like you're entering a period now where you've kind of got to see things for what they really are, and it's unavoidable, because how are you going to know that you're going to open your phone and the first video you're going to watch is a kid telling you something and you're going to be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unavoidable. Like, the truth I'm hearing is unavoidable. And I am really actually going to write that down, because that could be the title. The truth is unavoidable here for you. 100%, but it really is going to result in a lot of much needed healing. Okay, like I said, in order to continue breathing, we need a surrender. Okay, so yeah, and I mean, the wheel is the number 10, so regardless, it is still some sort of cycle ending. You're moving through a phase, you're moving through a cycle. Okay, maybe the ending is not as you hoped it would be. It doesn't look the way it should for some of you. Okay, you're definitely learning some new skills, you're learning some new things. I think this is also stimulating you. I think this excites you, this makes you feel like a kid again, or this connects you to your inner child who probably loves to learn, loves to read. And this could be why you are connecting to so many kids around you. I'm just getting this aura from you as well, that you're attracting children because they feel safe around you, or they see you as their guide, as somebody who they can follow, as their leader, even if they don't literally understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's like their spirits recognize your spirit as somebody who leads. So that could be a message for some of you. You know, you could be a child therapist at heart. You could be somebody who should be in the child work. I actually think that's super, super significant for some of you. Okay, and going through all of this pain and anguish, or it's kind of giving like needing to drop the ego a bit in order to just feel sensitive, feel these feelings without feeling embarrassed or ashamed. Okay, for some of you, without feeling embarrassed, ashamed, or feeling bad for even just feeling, you know, because the ego thinks that it's too cool for school, but if you think about it, it's just too scared. Okay. And then we've got this Chariot in reverse. Okay, I'm seeing that you're struggling to move forward, you're struggling to let go of something, and this could be that family scenario that's coming through for me. Okay, this could be this conversation or some sort of baggage with some sort of family member or family members that needs to kind of be resolved and healed. Yeah, otherwise it's going to be extremely tricky for you to move forward. I'm seeing a lot of stagnant energy. We've got the Six of Swords in reverse, the the Chariot in reverse. Okay, and it's telling me that it's like you need to move forward, obviously, but at this period it's like spirits, your spiritual team, your ancestors are like pausing, pressing the pause button for like a very specific reason, so that you can get off the horse, you can get off the boat, and you can just make the necessary changes in order to fuel up the ship again, or fuel up the car again. This could be some sort of message saying that a car is on its way to you, but for now it's not time yet. Okay, it could be your dream car, it could be something that you've always wanted to get, it could be a company car for some of you. I'm hearing that maybe you've been trying to organize for quite a while, you've been trying to get the finances for it, or you're going to be attempting to get the finances for it this month. I'm hearing you planting the seeds for it, but it'll take some time. Okay, but yeah, I don't see a lot of movement here. It's because you're supposed to stay stuck, you're supposed to be like, it's like, an analogy I'm feeling is when, you know, you watch those movies and they're on their way to this beautiful location, but they end up like getting stuck halfway through. Okay, so like their car breaks down and it's like they have no choice but to spend the night at a family's house, and they're super weird. But the story kind of goes where this family turns out to be his family or something, you know what I'm saying? And so I almost want to say divine intervention, 150 million%. This Chariot in reverse is divine intervention. That is spirit putting that pause down. Okay, 100%. And this might make you feel like super annoyed or super angry or super like frustrated because you just want to move forward. But I'm just getting that you can't literally move forward with all this baggage. Okay, you just can't. So it's like spirit's doing what it needs to do for you. There is some sort of like baggage here, conversation, because swords could also be indicative of conversation that needs to happen. Okay, this could also have something to do with your education. Okay, moving forward, you don't have all the answers yet. You still have so much more to learn before you can move into a new subject field or into a new career or whatever it is that you're wanting to expand into. It's like there's still a lot to learn, and again I'm just getting this feeling of like, well, I don't need to do that, I know everything, I'm good on my own, thank you so much, I'll just go do it on my own. And spirit's just putting a pause. Spirit's like, my god, can you just like come back to yourself just for a moment and like the bigger picture here. Okay, let me get one more card, thank you. Okay, it's two more. Okay, that message is there. Can I get one more card for the death card, please? Okay, yeah, we get it. Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to be the Sun card. I felt like that card really wants to come out. Okay. You're being guided here to take a look at whatever's blocking your intuition. Okay. The things that could block your intuition are being kind of in the wrong environment. You know, if you're not surrounded by good energy, intuitive, free-flowing energy, if the space around you is blocked, if there's no chi flow, then that could block your intuition. Okay, if you're not practicing like by listening to intuition, or you're just not listening to your intuition. Okay, there's something here that maybe your intuition's been trying to guide you to do or look at, and it really could be as simple as, hey, maybe you should just sit and feel out these feelings. And instead you're kind of just blocking that off and saying, no, I don't need to do that, I need to keep moving, I need to do this, I need to not do that, I'm too cool for that, whatever the case is. And it's just like, it's kind of blocking your intuition, and it's blocking that relationship that you have with yourself and your spiritual team. And we don't want that. I mean, they're your guides. Your higher self is your guide. And it's like super important that you can continue that relationship and continue cultivating that trust with yourself. Okay. Okay, so you are just being guided to remember that if you belittle your feelings, or if you think that spending time within your feelings, exploring them, feeling them out, allowing them to process through you, okay, building up emotional maturity is not a weakness. And the more you run away from doing that, the more you're actually just running away from yourself, from what needs to be like what needs to happen in your life. It's just like running away. Like it's just running away. Like who wants that? That's just like not gonna help you in general. Okay, so we had this Two of Cups coming out here. There could be somebody that you're meeting at school, or there could be somebody that you met at school when you were younger. Okay, so I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of young energy is flowing towards you right now. There could be somebody that you met in school that you planned on having a future with. For some of you that you're remembering now, you're just like, oh my God, what is this? Why are they popping up in my mind again? Or you're going to see them again. And like I said, I don't think it's any coincidence that you're kind of learning a new skill. You're doing education again, and this person pops up in your life. Okay, so that is for some of you. For others of you, this is a long lost passion of yours. Okay, there's a long lost passion of yours that you completely forgot, or you buried down deep below, that is coming forward for you, that you can definitely expect to present itself. I mean, this Two of Cups could be this beautiful relationship that you're feeling with your studies, with your career, with your purpose, with anything that makes you just feel really, really good, and that helps you step into this beautiful feminine energy, which I think is really crucial for you at this time. You know, with this King of Cups in reverse, it's telling me that you could be quite emotionally avoidant, or I have the words like stuck up, or like too prideful. It's like you feel like you are being in tune with your emotions, but you're actually not. You're actually manipulating yourself out of feeling these emotions because maybe sometimes they just hurt. I feel like that could be a very Scorpio thing to do. Okay, and indirectly you're actually not making any progress. Like you think you're moving, but you're not. So with regards to that, you know, stepping into a very creative energy where you're just in tune with your intuition, your higher self, your feminine side, your creative side, your excited side, your childlike side. It's like all these things are really gonna help you. It's like you were holding on for so long onto something that just wasn't benefiting you, and the universe was telling you that. It's like, let it go, or try something new, try this new path, stop trying so hard to be so serious, to hold on to stuff that's so serious. Because I mean, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, clarified by the Page of Cups, which is telling me this is very daydreamy, very chilled, very like relaxed, very just Spirit telling you to just like, can you just breathe? Can you just like chill a bit? Okay. Yeah, and that's it. That's literally it. You're just being asked to have the strength to let go, to seriously just let go and surrender to what is happening around you. And I think something about your studies here is really going to help you do that. Okay, this Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who's just like not in their element. It's somebody who chooses not to be in their element, who doesn't know what their element looks like, or knows what it looks like, but chooses not to be in it. Okay, and in order to tap back into this power, which you somehow feel like you're not allowed to do. And that's what happens when we hold on to stuff too harshly, you know? We feel like, no, we don't have space for this now. And it's like Spirit literally just wants you to stop taking things so seriously. And that's why Spirit's going to throw a bunch of kids that are super wise into your life, so that you're like, oh, okay. So that you stop taking life so seriously. This could, of course, be your own kids, okay? Allow this transition to happen. You're currently transitioning. This is all happening for a reason. This is divine timing. This is like, you know, you're kind of ready. And even if you feel like you're not, Spirit's just going to, like I said, put that pause, halt you, stop you, so that you can just grow in this cocoon, so that you can fly. This butterfly card is telling me that you're in the midst of changing. You're in the midst of growing. And that itself could feel so, so uncomfortable. But it's definitely begun. It's definitely begun. Okay, what else can we get for Scorpio seas? Scorpio. What is the tea Thank you. Okay, it's a yes. Spirit's like, yes, move on. Move forward. If there is some sort of date that comes up, if you like somebody, then that's a huge, that's like a yes. It's like giving you permission to move forward with this person. Okay, we got rock and roll. So you could be going to some sort of gig or some sort of concert, or you're being asked to listen to some of your old rock and roll tunes or some new rock and roll tunes that you love so much. Take yourself out on a date, coming on in the reverse. This is telling me to go out with your friends. This is telling me to go out to some sort of gig or some sort of music thing with some friends. Okay, stop going out alone. Stop just doing stuff alone. This is kind of telling me for you to go out with some friends. Also, what it's telling me is that you don't have to always do something just to distract yourself. Like, it's actually probably a really good idea for you to just sit still, experience yourself, experience your energies, especially when things seem tough or you're going through some sort of if you're having like an argument or going through a really weird phase with some people or some family members, because there's a lot of energy that was coming up through earlier at the channeled messages about family. Okay, so instead of just trying to then distract yourself by going out, by doing stuff, by just doing anything really, this could just be a message to say, you know, sit with yourself and feel it. Stop distracting yourself so much. Okay, big dreams. I think you're gonna remember a lot of the things that you used to dream about when you were younger, or even a year ago, of stuff that you had wished for or dreamed about or thought about like achieving one day. Okay, you're gonna remember a lot of those things popping up, which could also be really triggering for some of you. I'm hearing, okay, remove whatever needs to go, just needs to go. And a lot of it has to do with the mindset. A lot of it has to do with the mindset, but this could also be family members that just need to be cut off. Okay, you could be holding on so tightly to these family members that just need to go. This could also be friends. Okay, be honest with yourself. It's important to look at what your values are, what you stand for. Okay, do the people around you match those same values and what you stand for? Okay, because if you're trying to be honest with yourself but you're letting things slide with other people, it's going to be tricky to maintain that relationship with self. Okay, and that's one of the most important things that needs to happen here, that you're kind of lacking on or struggling with, why you could be feeling so uneasy. Okay, Queen of Cups, in tune with your emotions, straight up. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, and I see that coming through, and especially with whatever you're studying or learning right now, or any schoolwork you're doing, is really going to, for some weird reason, just like light up that like fire within you again, to make you feel safe enough to, like, you know, feel the feels. I know that sounds weird because sometimes they're not connected, but in this case, you know, nothing is a coincidence. There are no coincidences here with the kids, with the studying, with the learning, with the experiences within the next few weeks. They're really just going to help you become more in tune with yourself and your emotions. And that's powerful, okay? And then we got humble here. 100% you're being asked to just humble it down a little bit. Okay, bees could be significant to you. You could want to Google what a bee spirit animal messages are. Maybe they are here to bring you a message, okay? Also the lamb. Also something about a lamb. You could be eating a lot of lamb, or you're going to be eating a lot of lamb soon. Or you're going to see a lamb, or this is like a kid, like a little lamb. You're just going to be like, oh, what a cute little lamb you are. And you're going to be like, oh, that reading. Okay. This is also a confirmation. It's a yes. Everything that I'm saying in this reading is just being confirmed by that. It's a yes, okay? So I just want to get some final advice cards for you, and then we can wrap this reading up. Tied with a bow, and I'll send you on your way to continue healing and moving forward in your life. Sweet success is around the corner for you, especially when it comes to relationships with others, especially when it comes to the studies. You can trust that whatever you're getting involved in right now is going to bring you a lot. It's going to be successful. It's going to be very successful for you. And in sexual wisdom, of course, Scorpio. Okay, so advice with this is that you could maybe find some sort of healing, some sort of parts of yourself, your confidence, where it's not pride and it's not ego, okay? Because you might just have the shadow, not to say that sexual wisdom is a shadow aspect, but you could just have these very strong overbearing shadow aspects within yourself that are coming out in a negative way when you can actually use them for your highest good in a very, very healthy way that actually works for you. So that's why it's just like the healthy ego and then the ego that just doesn't help us move forward at all, okay? And so right now you kind of need to, like, again, be honest with yourself, you know, look at what's happening around you, and if this, then the more nasty side of your ego needs to kind of go, then it needs to go, okay? And I'm hearing you'll be quite successful should you step into that energy, should you step into that power. I mean, we also got that rock and roll there. It's like you can step into very, very beautiful aspects of your shadow self, let them shine, ironically enough, let them work for your favor. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, then we got soul family. Another message coming through of you needing to really connect and create space to connect to that soul family. Okay, and then we got earth magic. I'm just hearing instantly that you are somebody with a lot of power, a lot of magic to give, and especially when it comes to kids. Okay, using like your earthly realm powers to help children. For some of you, I just get a horse, and for for some people that's you associate that with like your kids, like kid thing. Not for everybody. I mean, you could ride horses. This could be a sign to start riding a horse. This could also be another sign of transportation. No jokes. Like, I feel like it's kind of coming into your future if you're looking to get that new car or whatever you're hoping to get. It could be some sort of reward that comes through for you. Spirit's like, are you going to do what you need to do now? Good. Okay, but earth magic is again kind of telling me humble it down, ground yourself, come back down to earth, look at what's really important, look at what's really happening around you. It's not so serious, okay? Any pause, any situation, any predicament that you find yourself in that you're struggling to move forward from is happening specifically for your highest good, so that you can see what's happening around you, so you can take in your environment, your issues, your feelings, most importantly, okay, to not keep you distracted, for you to take stock of what is important, what's not important, okay, and for you to finally just end this chapter, okay, and just always remember that your soul family is always there. I've also just become part of your soul family now. We're connected even though I don't know you 100%. Okay, so Scorpio, thank you so much for watching this video. I know this could have been a bit of a toughie for some of you, but just trust that you found these messages at exactly the right time, and I'm extremely grateful that I had the opportunity to give these messages to you, that these messages were channeled through me for you. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Oh, last message. There's something about a crystal here, okay? You might need to get a new crystal necklace that could really help you in kind of grounding your energy. Because one last thing. I feel like you do have a lot of powerful fire energy about you. It's just about channeling it through the right channel, knowing how to use it for your best and highest good, okay? So yeah, some stones, some earthly things, some grounding materials could really help with that, okay, to anchor it. So like fire doesn't help if you end up burning down the entire village. Like that was useless. That did not help us at all. But in order to cook food, keep us warm, to light the way, to light the path, to create things, then yes, then it really does help us. Okay, so thank you so much once again. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below, even if it is just a thumbs up emoji or a fire emoji or whatever emoji you want to post, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, I will see y'all on the flip side. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and I know you guys are blessed. And I'll check you guys soon. Bye.